oldest daughter, doing her math on the computer, and Ciara at the kitchen table role-playing social stories with Rosie, our 7-year-old daughter who has Down syndrome. In the study room, Shelby, our 10-year-old daughter, would be devouring a new book series. And Jonah, our 5-year-old son, might be with me in the schoolroom doing his alphabet flashcards. A quick peek around the corner, and you'd find the twins are corralled in the living room, riding around on their little scooters, and Noah, our 7-year-old, is practicing handwriting at the coffee table. On another day, you may find all hell has broken loose. The twins are wearing only diapers, the kids are watching an animal documentary so we can call it school, and I'm up to my elbows in work to get done. And Ciara's shampooing carpets because, well, we have 7 kids, 2 dogs, 3 cats, and something is always dirty. I like to think of these as spice up your life kind of days. Those crazy days when it seems the wheels have come off. We call those spicy days. We wrap up our schoolwork before lunchtime because afternoon is when my workday begins. I make videos on YouTube and write a blog, which has given me so much fulfillment and allowed me to share my passions with an incredible community online. My work has opened doors to opportunities I never knew would be possible, such as working with a brand that wants to partner with me to throw a Mom's Night Out event for local foster moms who need to get a break and just be loved on. I'm humbled and amazed that I get to do this for a living. When it's filming day, I need to pull myself together a bit. Most days, that means I apply 50 pounds of dry shampoo, a full coverage concealer, and what I like to refer to as my mullet outfit. You know how they say a mullet haircut is business in the front and party in the back? Yeah, that's my outfit. A cute shirt and earrings on top, and old ratty sweatpants on the bottom. I set up my lighting, make sure I have all my notes for the video, and gather the products I need. I'm ready to roll. No sooner do I hit the record button than I hear crying coming from downstairs. I know Ciara's down there with the kids, but sometimes Mama just needs to make sure everything is okay. I run downstairs to do a quick well check and find the twins both in full meltdown mode. They are in the worst stage of toddlerhood right now, the biting stage. Neither twin has enough of a vocabulary to effectively communicate with each other, so when one of them takes a toy, the other retaliates by biting. I consider myself pretty well versed in parenting toddlers at this point, but having twins has ushered in a whole new wave of issues that are totally new to me. They're constantly biting each other is definitely one of them. Ciara and I each grab a baby and attempt to comfort them. Luckily, at this age, they're pretty quick to forgive, and they're back to playing together in no time. I rush back upstairs, but I'm already behind schedule. I hop onto another call to discuss the itinerary for a trip I'm taking to Uganda in a few weeks. This particular organization is working to empower vulnerable women in their local community by setting them up with dignified work and helping them to send their kids to school. The organization asked me to come to Uganda to see firsthand the work that's being done and the lives that are being changed. Then I'll share what I've seen with my amazing online community. When the call is over, it's time to sit back down in front of the camera and attempt to film again. Before I even get settled, I hear Rosie's little voice. "Hi, Mom. What you doing?" Rosie always seems to know when I'm filming something, and she loves to be on camera. She usually decides this is a great time for her daily chat. She asks me 50 questions about everything from my nail polish color to the lighting setup. She knows most of the answers already, since filming is a regular occurrence in our home, but I appease her and answer all her questions again. I am just so happy to hear her speaking in full sentences and using words in proper context. She was almost 5 years old when we adopted her from China, and we had no idea how long it would take for her to learn English. Down syndrome was totally new to us, and we tried to have very few expectations of her. It's now been 3 years since she came home, and I'm sitting here listening to her monologue about her brothers fighting downstairs and how Ivy fell down. Rosie wraps it up by asking me for a snack. I may have 100 little things on my to-do list for that day, but I'll never grow tired of basking in utter gratitude for how far this girl has come and how she's changed my life forever. But alas, there's still work to do. So I usher her downstairs to grab a quick snack and then head back up to finally film my video. Dinner time is when the real show begins. The last few hours before bedtime are like the wild, wild west around here. It's every man for himself, and I always just hope we all make it out alive. About the time the dinner table is set, I look out the back window to see my boys perched atop the roof of their 2-story playhouse, singing silly songs and laughing. Honestly, I always thought people who had wild boys were just being bad parents. I'd roll my eyes when my sister's 2 boys would run around like little mongooses and think to myself, if I ever have a boy, he is not going to behave like that. Ha!